Hello, and welcome to today's daily run. It looks like we're starting at the sea today, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this run was hell. Like, it was a really hard run. It was really well designed to make you think and, pretty much have to restart a bunch of times and try to trace a route in which you get lucky enough or, just good enough to be able to get through the first trainer of the run. Because let me tell you, a Ludicolo with Mega Drain and Bubble Beam in the rain when you only have unevolved mons. So yeah, and they're pretty much all water type except for Milk Tank. So yeah, figure that out. I am going to be catching as much Pokemon as I can because it's gonna be hard. And I need some stuff to be able to switch into, either to sacrifice to be able to get someone in safely, or to just try to do a little bit more damage. But yeah, here's another Weasel. I think I will be catching this one as well, if I'm not mistaken. And you can't really run, like there's no easy way to get through this, because if you use lures, you're only gonna be able to catch like a Starmie, another Stario, which is also adamant nature, so, and a Brionne that doesn't do anything at this level to a Ludicolo. So yeah, let's see how we can get through this, because my best advice for you is just go ahead and keep everything as healthy as possible and manage everything really well. I grabbed this special defense to help a little bit, and here we go. I just go ahead and sacrifice Mankey just because I know it's not gonna do anything, and luckily it went for Furious Swipes. When I did that, I was able to go for Stomp, and it went for Bubble Beam, but as it didn't go for Bubble Beam before, I was able to survive and land another Stomp. So now I'm gonna go ahead and Wing Attack it with Wingull and finish it off with Quick Attack. But oh my god, was it hell to get to this combination of moves and switching around that in a way that it would actually work, and the RNG would go for Fury Swipes or something that wouldn't immediately KO everything. Because even though it's resisted, like Bubble Beam, my team resisted, but it's really strong, and Ludicolo is a fully evolved mon, and it has a pretty high special attack as well. So yeah, as you can see, pretty much everything died. So, and I also have no balls, so I'm just gonna have to make do with what I have, which is gonna be basically Pelipper. Like, it saved the day, this Wingull. Honestly, I'm not gonna be able to, I chose not to carry it to the final boss just because I already have 87 water types. And yeah, here's the Lapras. That thing was so annoying to take out. Like, it's like you're trying to make sure you're not gonna succeed, even if you manage to, by some miracle of Arceus, be able to pass the first trainer. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing everything I can, and it's gonna take a while. I'm gonna be spamming a lot of moves and reducing defenses and whatnot, just because, yeah, I can't really kill this thing. So basically it's gonna be Psyduck against the world, because not only this thing is really bulky in the ring, and it also has life too. So like, seriously, and it also lands Sings apparently. So yeah, I am like managing switching between Screeching and Zen Headbutting just to try to do everything I can, and like by some miracle Psyduck actually manages to survive and KO the Lapras. I would really like a Lapras on my team, but I'm not really in a position to complain or anything. And now it was also hell to get through this Poliwhirl, just because, between min-maxing damages and rolls of attacks. But fortunately I was able to, and yeah, rolling for obviously something that can save my life. I get Ultra Balls, thank god, because this Weasel stays in one ball, and I switch out my dead Weasel with an alive one. So there's one more mon, and I max revive Pelipper for the boss, if I'm not mistaken, which is gonna be Floatzel. And this thing also has Moxie, so yeah, really fast in the rain with Moxie, with Stab. I doesn't even need Stab to finish off, honestly. And Pelipper is gonna be coming through once again with Supersonic, confusing everything, and is going to be able to take out Floatzel on its own, actually. So yeah, we managed to survive all of this, and now we're gonna get our full heal. The only bad thing, I mean, everything was pretty much terrible, but the bad thing is that since everything died, my mons like are kind of under leveled now, so we're gonna be having to deal with it. But luckily, I do have a few ultra balls remaining, so I start trying to catch stuff, and obviously not gonna keep an adamant nature starving. Like, why would anyone do that? And this thing evolves, but it's really low level. I think it's level 22 or something, and things are around 26 to 28. I mean the wild one, so I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna catch another water type. And the way that did so much damage for physical mon, I know it's like raining, but still that shouldn't have done that much. I mean, either that or my Miltank's special defense is just absolute garbage, which is, you know, probably what it is, to be honest. And here's a Barracuda. Like, this thing is really annoying, it's really fast, and it's kind of hard, not gonna lie. We have Pelipper that has a decent defense stat, but still, like, that thing pretty much took it out, so yeah. Mankey wants to learn Assurance. I honestly completely forgot it was on the team, just, you know, because it died and it didn't do anything like in the first 10 floors or so. And it's gonna be doing some work later, don't worry. If you're a Mankey fan, it's gonna be doing its part. But yeah, I'm trying to catch this Gastrodon because I know it has Storm Drain, so having something immune to water in the rain is amazing. And that's what I'm gonna be going with. I'm using Floatzel to catch it just because I'm probably gonna be replacing Floatzel with Gastrodon. So it makes sense to not waste like HP on another mon or something like that. Also, I don't plan on keeping Huntail at all. I just got it because it was, you know, decently higher level, and here I am once again with just a Psyduck against the world. But this is not gonna be as much of a struggle. I am gonna be able to catch this Gastrodon on this ball, so yay. I am going to get rid of, I believe, Floatzel? Yeah? No? Or Huntail? I am checking for speed actually, so I do believe I get rid of Huntail. I didn't realize it was so slow of a mon. Like, I knew it wasn't fast, but oh my god, 34 speed at that level for a fully evolved mon is kind of bonkers. And we have ourselves a blue duck now. I don't plan on keeping Golduck forever as well, just because I have a lot of water types, so yeah. Fortunately, this lady was really easy to get through. I mean, after the first trainer, everything is gonna be easy to get through. The whole run actually, even though it was kind of a weird run. But anyway, I am able to finish off the whole team with just Golduck, which is nice because everything else is pretty much dead or like half HP. And this way I only need to worry about healing this HP and reviving the whole, what, 4 or 5 months that are dead on the team. Yeah, seems easy enough, I guess, you know, maybe. Here's a Dodonzo, and this thing is always kind of annoying, but now I have Gastrodon, so it won't be able to hit me with Dive at all. And I'm just gonna keep, you know, getting special attack boosts. Eventually, I think I start going for Muddy Water, I believe, just because, you know, he powered me up, so why not? And it's kind of annoying that it went for Rest, so yeah. And I am able to finish it off eventually. It didn't take nearly as long as Lapras, but it was still kind of annoying. And Miltank learns Zen Headbutt. I have a revive, and I do believe I used it on, what was that? Was it Pelipper? I missed that. Anyway, here's another Gastrodon. If you didn't catch the first one, this one also has Storm Drain, so both of them are decent, like actually amazing additions to the team. Gastrodon itself like ran through pretty much like the whole lot, I would say. Like, look at this, immediately got Earth Power and it was useful against Tentacruel. And I am lucky with the Rose here, so I am able to revive pretty much my whole team. Like, I thought I was going to go to the first gym leader in way worse shape than I am. And Floatzel doesn't really matter, and here's the first gym leader, it's Juan. Unfortunately for him, he can't hit me with water at all, and You know, I think his Kingdra only has water moves just because it just kept spamming laser focus. It was kind of worried because, you know, of Sniper, but anyway, didn't seem to have Dragon Pulse or anything else. So Mankey is finally evolving. It's gonna be, you know, something better, I guess. I don't use Primeape at all. In this game, Primeape evolves really fast. Like, Mankey evolves into Primeape, and I think like 3 levels later or something, it already has Rage Fist, and it can evolve into Annihilate, which is amazing. Because Annihilate is amazing. We're finally gonna be out of the water, like, thank God. If it was like another water biome, I don't think I was going to be able to build a decent team. By the way, you should probably already know because, you know, of the thumbnail and whatnot, but the boss is meal, and it has protein on this game, so as a passive, so can't really plan for like type wise, but it does have life too, so we can turn into water type. I believe it should probably have a psychic type move. I do end up catching a dark type, so it never went for it, but it also went from Metronome a lot, which was interesting because literally anything could come out and its type was literally impossible to predict, so it was kind of interesting. An interesting boss for sure. Not hard by all means, at least I didn't get that unlucky on that part of the run. Well, I think all my unluck was spent like on the first trainer. I can't stress it enough. It was awful, like awful. And I do catch this Golbat just because it's a flying type also, and I don't need Pelipper anymore because of the water type. So yeah, Miltank is gonna go ahead and learn Body Slam. I grabbed some balls. Here's the Diggersby. Not really interested. I caught the Steelix earlier, which is, you know, amazing, but I have to remember that thing is pretty much dead. And this thing keeps like playing with me and digging, and it doesn't die to one muddy water, unfortunately, but at least it didn't paralyze Gastrodon with bounce. So there's that, I guess. And we're gonna be going ahead and moving on to the next trainer, which is pretty easy. You know, as I said, the first trainer was absolute hell. Like, they put it a fully evolved Mon, like a stage 2 Mon, on the first trainer, and like those guys have basic Mons. Like, that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. But, well, I wasn't the one who, you know, planned that, so just do your best switching around, try not to die and lose a lot of HP. Golbat is pretty decent on this battle. Just watch out for Girder, because it might have Rock Slide or something. But other than that, let's grab some balls. Here's a Parasect. I was honestly shocked that Air Cutter didn't KO it. Like, really? So yeah, spoilers, I will be getting rid of Golbat because that was terrible, and I need something better because this run is hard enough as it is, and I didn't know if they were going to put like a really hard boss or something, and I wouldn't wanna have to restart for the 1000th time. So yeah, rolling around for some healing items, don't really get anything, so I just go ahead and restore the PP for Earth Power. I find a Garganacl, so I'm gonna catch it because you know how I am with Salt Cure. It's pretty much a guaranteed way to, you know, win if you can stay alive long enough. So I am going to believe, but yeah, I got rid of Golbat for that, and I do need to find a mushroom to get Salt Cure back, but that shouldn't be a problem by the final floor. I mean, it does take a while, but you know, eventually I do get it. And I take the opportunity to heal against this Exploud, and it doesn't really pay off because it flinches me and it attacks me a bunch, and my HP does go down as well as my mood after that. And yeah, we should be heading to the next gym leader, which was pretty easy, honestly. Gastrodon made everything so easy on this run. I mean, if I had Gastrodon for the first trainer, you know, that would have been great. But anyway, here's Roxanne, and honestly, if you caught a Gastrodon, just run with it. Like, between Earth Power and Muddy Water, you should be able to KO everything. Honestly, I just spammed Earth Power just for the accuracy. You know, I don't really need any more headaches than I already got from this run. So yeah, pretty easy. win after this. You know, as I said, it's a pretty rough start, but the run, it's not all around the hard run per se. Even though the beginning is really rough and the second part is not that easy either because of the typings, I mean. But we are at the Badlands now, so. And once again, Gastrodon's just gonna be going through everything like it's nothing. You know, it's the fastest slug around. I mean, here's a Mega Bracelet. I don't even know why I took that. I don't even think I have anything that can Mega Evolve. But, I don't know, it was shiny and I just got it. Impulse buy, okay? Don't judge me. And I get Stone Edge on Garganacl, which is nice. I grabbed the Ability Charm, but I don't believe I end up getting any hidden abilities. At least any I didn't already have, because I don't remember seeing any grayed out Pokeballs. So, wasn't really in the mood for catching Pokemon either. You know, I honestly, by this point, I just want to get done with the run. And just to say I finished it, and I will be able to get the video on time for my people on YouTube. But yeah, I did spend like something, what was it, like 2 hours or something, trying to figure out a way to get past the Ludicolo with a lot of strategies, like different strategies, and you know, just switching around the order of stuff just to make the AI don't do exactly the same thing. So yeah, it was an interesting experiment, I guess, that I didn't really care for, but here we are. So this hiker is going to kill my cow, so I am going to kill his fish and his salty rock. Anyway, by this point my brain is kind of fried, so I do apologize for the decreased quality on the commentary. But we are able indeed to get through this guy, and Dugtrio pretty easy to deal with. Since Annihilate was hit a couple times on the fight, Rage Fist is like really strong right now. Like, well, just because I said that and a Copperajah appeared and it was useless, but thank God for close combat, right? And thank God for the Hyper Potion as well, because I do need to heal my team, because the next gym leader is coming up in a couple of floors here. And honestly, seeing this duo on the screen, it's not really a good thing for me, but how do you like that pro play, huh? Using Hydro Pump on Gastrodon to power up and then Muddy Water and KOing everything, I would say that was amazing. But hey, who am I to say? I do finally get Saltire back, and I am going to try to catch this Sinistcha. Like, I'm not stupid. I know Golduck is weak to grass. I just figure I will probably be replacing it, so it's better that if something dies, it's gonna be the thing that's gonna be replaced. So yeah, I am switching around because I did so many times the beginning of this run that I completely forgot about the Mystic Water on the thing. But finally, I did switch, so yay. And thank God I caught this, because it honestly, it destroyed Clay. Like, it wasn't even close to anything. I just spammed this a lot, and maybe like I don't kill Excadrill, but I have a whole team, so Annihilate takes a bunch of pebbles and Rage Fists Golurk into Oblivion, and that thing's gonna be sleeping with Giratina tonight, I'll tell her that much. But yeah, I just spam Rage Fist a couple more times and the fight is done. That was the final gym leader of the run, so yeah, we are at the desert now. I can't even imagine this run, how the other path must be like. Anyway, everyone starts at the awful beginning at the sea. It was like the second part of Titanic that wasn't shown, maybe. Just everyone trying to survive. But anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. By this point, I cannot afford to ignore a dark type because I don't have one. So Steelix, unfortunately, I do have ground type on Gastrodon, and Steel is amazing, but you know, dark is immune, so it's better, I guess. Here's a Flagon, which is also a pretty interesting choice if you want something amazing and that looks like a god, and has Earthquake, so I don't think that's gonna be useful because Mew probably has Levitate, but yeah, it died now, so who cares? I think this might have been the run in which I had to use revives the most, honestly. This was the hardest run I've done in a long time, actually. Like, a run that actually took me hours to be able to get through. It wasn't even the boss, which was interesting to me, at least. Even though it was awful. I can't stress that enough. But I'm done talking about it. I'm sorry. And we have a Tumbleweed. We just go ahead and switch into an Eyelid to kill it with one hit. And fortunately, I get a potion right after that because, you know, it took a lot of HP from me, man. And what's with the Heliolisk being so annoying on this run? Can you please go back to your, you know, region? Well, that doesn't sound really like something you should say, but anyway, just get out of my face, man. And yeah, Muk is down, and the final trainer of the run is also down. And here I was praying for a full restore, and I actually got one, which was weird. I don't really trust this kindness, you know. But a max potion right after, now you have my heart. I trust you 100%. So I do manage to heal Sinistra up with Giga Drain. So it's nice that I have a couple recovery moves, so I don't have to heal every single one. Like I have recover on Gastrodon and Giga Drain and whatnot. Milk Drink on Miltank. I don't believe I even am able to get that off, but hey. Here we are approaching the final boss, which, as I said before, is Mew. So yeah, it's always amazing to see a Mew, even if you can't catch it, you know. At least you didn't have to go under a truck to see one. And I realized Drapion doesn't have a dark type move, so I deal with that, and here we are. Unfortunately, as I said, it has like protein, so it keeps changing its typing. You can't really predict anything with Metronome, although it did go for like 2 fairy moves in a row. Anyway, I just keep switching around and hitting with stuff like my stab and trying to paralyze with Miltank. Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't have Levitate, it has Synchronized. I'm a dummy, I just saw that. And yeah, so paralyze it, burn it, you know, toxic it, do what you can. I completely forgot about Salt Cure, obviously, and now I remembered, so things should go a little faster. It will obstruct, which is, I like that move, it's interesting. But yeah, I just Salt Cure it and keep chipping damage, and eventually this thing is gonna go down. It does have a Lepo Berry. I'm like, you should be out of things, and immediately the Lepo Berry pops, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna be one of these guys. I switch into Sinistra, completely ignoring the fact that this thing is a water type now. I just see a Mew and go for a ghost type move. But anyway, this was the run, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.